know when Toukie Smith is in the room?
When Toukie walks in the room, love is in the air. When Toukie walks in the room, her presence is immediately felt.
Larger than life, amazing, generous, the most enthusiastic, lively person I think I know.
If I see her every week, or if I haven't seen her in 3 or 4 years, she comes, she gives me a big hug.
Her orange nails, her beautiful golden hair, her attitude, her spunkiness, her wit, and her warmth.
I heard her in the halls screaming hello and embracing everyone she saw, and I thought, this is the kind of person I want to know.
This woman was waving to me wildly across the lobby. But I said, Toukie, I didn't know you, but you were like waving. She said, well, I saw another person of color and I had to represent.
It's great to see, a grown woman dancing from across the cafeteria with a kindergartner, and the kindergartner is so into it and beaming, and I think she connects with everybody in some way.
What I love about Toukie is that you don't talk to her for 2 minutes. You talk to Toukie for 10 minutes. Like, she's one of those people that you don't walk by and say, oh, hey, how are you doing? You're going to stop and really engage that question.
When Toukie started at the school, the idea that BFS was one of the most diverse independent schools in New York City was true, but it wasn't as pervasive, it wasn't as organic, it wasn't as natural.
And then one thing led to the next, and I remember hearing about somebody opening their home, and that was Toukie opening up her home for these meetings.
She genuinely cares about women's rights, diversity issues, working with young girls.
Making sure that, within the classroom that books represented brown children and all different kinds of people.
Whether it's diversity in terms of black, white issues or gay, straight issues.
I've seen her help raise in this community the issue of, for example, interracial adoption. We put together a program about that.
Her sense of diversity is really authentic and true to what the term really means. And that is that it is not just about black people and white people. It's about people of different ethnicities, different educational backgrounds, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different religions, and also diversity in terms of different ways of looking at our school and ways to improve it.
This is my first experience having the children in a private school. And some of the things that I was worried about was how well they would be represented, or as far as the diversity is concerned, what happens when they meet challenges, when they figure out who they are, or who their parents are, or how they identify with the other children in their classrooms. And I think that because of all of Toukie's work, she's been able to address a lot of the hard questions. She's like, in my mind, like one of the foot soldiers, like out there on the front line, making sure that the conversation around diversity had a presence here at the school.
She's done nothing but sort of expand the circle to really open up the possibility for everybody here to participate, to not leave anyone behind, and to look inside each person and find what's special about them and invite them in.
She's inclusive. She's inclusive in her passion for diversity, and that is what really makes her special.
Toukie is extraordinarily creative, but I see it as an intelligent creativity, a really sensitive and strategic intelligence.
And she's not a person that stays quiet. She is a person who voices her opinion and voices it well. And I think that you either have that as a gift or you don't, and she has that as a gift.
And it's really very hard to say no to her. She will ask you every single time she sees you if she needs something.
Well, I think energy is definitely a part of it, but I would say vision is probably the single most important part, that she really has a sense of what this community can become.
I remember one of Toukie's initiatives was to bring 2 students to BFS after Hurricane Katrina, And, I asked her, how did this happen? And she said, well, I heard that there were families in the hotels by the airport. So I went one afternoon.
There it is, I'm walking into the Radisson Hotel with just every hope gone that my son would never ever get into a decent school. She walked in, she said, my name is Toukie Smith, and I'm here to help. How can I help you? And right away I said, she wanted to know if it was clothing, monetary. I said, no, my son needs to get into school. And I explained the situation to her, what had just happened, and she said, not I, me, I will take care of this.
Miss Toukie helped us out and she showed us this school, and she knew it was probably the best place for me. I would call her like my second mother, because she treats me like her son.
I was a chaperone for some of the trips, the middle school trips, and I know that there were students over the years who could never have afforded to go to Costa Rica or Mexico, and very quietly, Toukie helped support students to do that who could not afford it.
Her boys, her twins, they are her life. Everything she did for the school, she was doing for them.
She's put like her heart and soul into working here.
Brooklyn Friends is blessedly diverse, and I think people like Toukie keep us honest about what that diversity means.
She really created an environment and an expectation that everybody needs to care about these issues, and that having a diverse community will better the education and the social interactions of our students, of our families, regardless of where they came from.
She is the heart of the center of the school and its diversity initiative, and she's also an agent of accountability for the school and reminding us always why we're here and what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes, it's like dancing with a bear. It's very exciting, it's very interesting, but you don't stop till the bear stops. So that's really Toukie.
She's just an extraordinary volunteer, an extraordinary leader, a wonderful friend.
I think we need leaders, and we need people who can build coalitions and are creative and wear orange scarves.
I'm very happy to hear about Toukie Smith's being honored for her work with the Diversity Committee at Brooklyn Friends and her impact on the program. And I congratulate her, you Toukie, on your great work, and have a great night.